Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forex.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry. Today is June 18 on Thursday. The time is around 3 a.m. GMT. So today we will be looking at the chart of the Euro Yen, and I think for this chart, I think what I will suggest is really just looking at it from a short-term perspective, because I think the longer term is a little bit it could go either way in the longer term, okay, and we will take a look at that. But at least in the shorter cycle, we can see right here from the 30-minute chart, we ended with one here. The bounce ended with two as a three swings. Here is a clearly a three waves up, and then we have resumed on the downside, breaking one again. So we have some sort of 1 2 3, or either 1 2 3 or ABC. It could be ABC as well, right? Now, if it is an ABC, then of course, from the C, you also need some sort of 5 ways down, even in a C. Alright, C is a more conservative sort of forecast. Even in a C, you will need to have a 5 ways down. And so far, it looks like we got one, we got two, and I think this one is likely only one swing here, right? This 1 2 3 4 5 here is part of the same swing. So if we get a bounce from here, then it looks to me that so far we only got three swings, right? What I'm trying to say is, I don't think this is, for example, 3 4 5 like this, because it doesn't look like this is a swing that is part of the same. I mean, this move here seems to be part of the same cycle from this peak. So we only have three swings so far from 122.1. Okay, so shorter cycle, then we can see at least another leg lower to finish at least a 5 waves down over here. Now of course, if we are rallying like this, and if I'm forcing this as a 5 waves, you will say, well, before overlap with one. Well, in the C leg, if it is a C leg, it could overlap, so it really doesn't matter. Now in this count here, this is actually a more bearish count. We are calling 1 2 and then another 1 2, another 1 2, so it is a pretty bearish count. But if the market is not bearish, because this one, yen bearish, as you know, is correlated pretty well with the indices, so if it is not that bearish, then perhaps we can do just an ABC with a short C and then starts to reverse higher. But at least from here, it looks like at least we can see another leg lower, and that's why I said just focus on the shorter cycle. It looks like we can see more downside in the shorter cycle, one more push to the downside. Now let's take a look now at the higher time frame. Now this is without any label, but it should provide you enough context. You can see this 1 and 2, you can see on the 1 hour chart, this 1 and 2 is right here. So that means this is your 1, this is your 2, it's a clear 3 bounce. Now if this goes to equal leg, it can potentially go to 118. Now the question is, it should be, right? I mean, if it is even if it is an ABC, the C is as a guideline can go to the 100% of the A, so it can go to 118 if that is the case, right? If this is just a simple ABC instead of 1 2 3. Now, so that's the idea. That could be the potential target, right? But if we take a look at the higher time frame again on the weekly, now things get interesting here. You can see right here that Euro Yen actually was able to break above this 2018 trend line here. This is the 2018 bearish trend line, right? So this is a long-term trend line, it's a 2-year trend line, and it managed to break above it decisively, and now pulling back and retesting that same trend line. So you got to be careful right here, because we are not really that far away from the point of the retest. Now of course we can go to 118. It's very typical to do some sort of intraday break only to reverse again, for example. But the idea that the pair actually broke above 2018 trend line is a cause for caution, because that could imply this rally here is not done, right? That this is only the first leg, and therefore this is here is just a merely correction, So instead of 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and go down even further, this could be just a simple ABC. And even the C in that case, if it is bullish, right? If it is bullish, even the C doesn't necessarily go to a full 100% to 118 here. It could just stop maybe somewhere in the middle, truncate, and starts to go up, all right, if it is an ABC. But the C though, even in an ABC, the C needs to be 5 waves, and that's why I go back to the shorter cycle. Looks to be so far is only 1, 2, 3, and therefore yes, in the shorter cycle it looks like we are at least missing another push lower. If we go to a full 100%, it can go to 118, but watch out this outlook here in the larger time frame, because if this break is real, then we can potentially actually find support right here, and then might even start to reverse again and go like this. All right, so again, shorter cycle, still can see for the downside, all right, as long as we stay below 122. Now let me give you a level or condition that will invalidate that. Now if we ever starts to rally and breaks above this over here and close above it, then I think the cycle is over. So don't force it to the downside anymore. If it breaks and close above it, then I think we are done, and we can potentially start to even reverse on the upside, right, based on this weekly outlook right here. Okay, so that's the update for today in the Euro Yen. Focus on the shorter cycle, can see more downside, one more leg to the downside. All right, I'll see you again tomorrow, and as always, if you enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe. If you want to see similar analysis like this as well as charts, you can always try our service. We have 14 days free trial, and the link is provided in the description below. Okay, so see you all again tomorrow. Have a nice day, everyone.